$6.6 million. That's roughly the amount of money raised after the Lewiston mass shootings, according to the Maine Community Foundation. That organization was in charge of collecting the money and also allocated the funds to victims and their families. Money was also given to nonprofits in the area. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for News Center Maine at 6. I'm Sam Olson. Now, another nonprofit, the Uvalde Foundation, is claiming victims of the shooting are raising alarm at how those funds were distributed. That foundation was formed after the elementary school shooting in Texas and has been helping support victims after the Lewiston shooting. News Center Maine's Raya Wooten spent time today digging into their concerns. Raya, what have you learned?
Sam, leaders from the Uvalde Foundation for Kids say they want state leaders to investigate how the Maine Community Foundation distributed money and ensure that victims and their families are being properly supported. I communicated with Jennifer West, who is on the board of directors of the Uvalde Foundation. West says they want to make sure that the funding families received is substantial funding. She says families who suffered losses experience immediate and long-term impacts. That means they'll need money for mental health care, loss of income, and other reoccurring needs. West says the Uvalde Foundation has received several reports from families of victims who say they have been denied support services from the nonprofit organizations that received funding from the Lewiston Auburn Response Fund. Amanda Sussman says her nephew Max Hathaway was killed in this mass shooting. She says she understands that Maine Community Foundation's mission is to build communities, but she questions why nonprofit organizations receive the money that was raised to support victims to begin with.
Perhaps the Lewiston Auburn area could have used some community building prior to the shooting. And I think that this became an opportunity to start doing that a bit. And that's where I'm troubled by it, because my nephew was murdered. And I know there were needs in the community before he was murdered. And I think the needs for his family are not met by what was done for the community, frankly.
Sussman says she has been digging into the questions that she has to find answers, and the Uvalde Foundation says they are requesting that the Maine Community Foundation releases a formal report of what nonprofits received funds and how much money they received. They are also seeking oversight from the state's Attorney General's office. Because it is Sunday, we have not been able to receive any communications back from the Maine Community Foundation or the nonprofits that received funds from the Lewiston Auburn Fund, Response Fund. We plan to have continued coverage on these issues to provide even and ethical reporting on the issue.
Thanks, Raya. And remember, you can stay updated on this story and all other headlines on our News Center Maine website and mobile app. It's free to get wherever you get your apps.